Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's the weekend. It's technically Sunday already, but yeah, Friday night I hung out with my coworkers and Saturday I took it pretty chill. But today I'm going back to the city that I first lived in because I'm actually moving exactly a week from now. And I need to go get something called a My Number, which is kind of like my social security. And I never got it with my first company, which oops, but yeah, I should be able to get that taken care of today. And I also have to let where I originally lived know that I'm moving to a new ward entirely. So you have to go through this whole process of like, hey, so I'm moving, just letting you know. Hopefully it's as simple as that. And hopefully there's no additional issues. But yeah, so it's pretty early. I'm tired, but you know, staying out late with my coworkers and waking up early to explore, it's kind of becoming my vibe more and more. And so I'm down, but I'm gonna go grab a coffee, catch the bus, and then I have an hour and a half commute to where I used to live. So let's go. Y'all, it's overcast and a little chilly, and I'm wearing shorts like a dum-dum, but it kind of is what it is. But you know, I love winter here. So actually, technically it's fall, but I found a tunnel. So I got back to where I used to live, aka Machida, and oh my gosh, I'm realizing why I felt so stressed like that first week. Because getting here from Shinjuku, I mean, at that time I had no idea how to use the trains, to be honest. But even now, like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, but all good. So I got about a 10-minute walk to the ward office, and hopefully it's simple, because I'd like to explore some more, and yeah, and I'm hanging out with one of my friends later in Shinjuku, so wish me luck. If you know me at all, you know I love tunnels, and there's a ton of them in Japan, especially in Machida. But secret tunnel. Okay, let's go. So the ward office is traditionally only open Monday through Friday, but allegedly every second and fourth Sunday it's open as well. And that's what my HR person said, and that's also what the internet said. But Japan and Google are not like, they don't communicate very well together, I don't think, sometimes. Because sometimes you'll go somewhere and it'll be completely like closed or gone, and Google will be like, they're open, LOL. So I'm hoping this isn't one of those situations, because I really need to get this taken care of. But essentially, I don't know if I explained it already, but a My Number basically makes it so I can go see a doctor and all of those things. So it's kind of a big deal that I get it taken care of, because it's attached to all of my information in life here. And then I need to get my move out forms that I didn't know I needed in order to move into my new place next week, so that I can go to that ward office and then register so I can legally be there. So anyway, it's a whole thing, but I don't feel like it's too much. I just hope I don't run into anything. There shouldn't be any issues, but you never know. I know I'm supposed to be heading somewhere, but this is so cool. I feel like I'm in Pokemon. Every day of my life. Secret tunnel. How many times am I going to do that today? Let's go. That was really easy. If I've learned anything while living in Japan, it's that things here are not as hard to navigate or figure out as it might seem. Like, nothing here is that scary unless it's raining and people have umbrellas and you might lose an eye. But so I was able to get my number, my residency transfer stuff, super easy. Just a little bit of confusion that we were able to work out. Thankfully Google Translate worked and all that stuff. So yeah, I have my number, I have all of that. My employer now has that. So I'm golden. So now I'm going to one of my favorite places in Machida. So let's go check it out. You know, and I think something that I might want to unpack a little bit is that, you know, I have a tendency to kind of go into fight or flight when it comes to like paperwork and documents and government related things. And I never really know why, because I've never done anything wrong. But I'm always like, oh gosh, what if I did? But that's never happened, like not even once. And so today is kind of like a perfect example of me like being like, well, I know I'm moving and I know I have to do X, Y, and Z, but like, oh my gosh, what if something happens? So I just kind of avoid it forever. I think it's kind of along the lines of when people are not feeling great and they're scared to go to the doctor because they don't want to know what they have. But it might just be nothing, or it might just be gas. You know what I mean? So I think, I don't know. It was just like really cool to be like, oh, okay, I know enough Japanese. We're able to communicate. We figured it out. And it was like literally the quickest, easiest thing ever. Now am I mad I woke up so early? A little bit, but at least it's done. So now I have 2 weeks from my move-in day to my new place to go to that ward office and then register my new address on the back of my residency card. And then we have to go through the renewal of my visa process, which, oh, that's going to be interesting. I mean, only because it's the first time and I don't even know what it looks like, but I think HR is taking care of all of it, hopefully. But I don't know, I feel good. I can go to the doctor now in Japan, which is exciting. And I don't know, I'm like legally, I have all the legal information stuff. I'm in the right, everything's good, and I know everything is good. So yeah, October, awesome, best month ever. November, turning out pretty well. So it's a beautiful overcast, and I just got to the park in Machida that has all the cool Pokemon lids. So, fun fact, they are all in Machida because this is the town that Pallet Town is based in. And this area is, you could consider like the Viridian Forest. So that's why all of like the starters and the Pokemon you see in the first routes have Pokemon lids here. So I would definitely check it out, but I love it. It's very foresty. So let's go take a look and see all the cool things we can find. Oh god, that's terrifying. That's absolutely horrifying. Okay. So Satoshi from the Pokemon Company grew up right here in Machida, which based on this park and all the creepy freaking bugs I've seen, makes sense why he would be a bug catching person and get his inspiration from Pokemon there. And I already found the first manhole, which happens to be my favorite Pokemon of all time. So let me show ya. It's my boy! So fun fact, all of these are also like in the Pokemon Go app as Pokemon stops. So the first one, if it'll load, come on now. Let's try that again. Oh, well that's a different one. That's cool. So they're all gifts. Let me see if I can get this to load. Okay, but take two. So they're all Pokemon stops. So let me show you here. But they're really cool, and you even get a gift. So hopefully someone in my friend code will get that. But yeah, each of them are going to be like that too, so that's pretty cool. And we just found Charmander. So if Charmander is your boy, here he is right here. Super cool. And again, kind of like Bulbasaur, it's going to be in the game. So there's another app. You spin it, you can get that gift. So it's really cool. And I think I know who I'm going to send that one to. Let's go find Squirtle. The fact you can just like stumble upon these, it's just so cool. And it's so cute too. They did a really good job with the designs. Okay. So I found the Poliwag Pokemon lid. Honestly, personal opinion, I love Poliwag. I think he's super underappreciated. Especially love evolving him into Politoed, but he's definitely my favorite Gen 1 water type. But yeah, and again, like in Pokemon Go, he has a gift you can get from his stop. But I will always love Poliwag. He's such a cute little dude. And yeah, I especially love Politoed, but Poliwag is super freaking cool. Here's the other one, Weedle, Oddish, and Caterpie. So, and again, it's a Pokestop, but it's super cool. Let's take a closer look. I think it's cool they made one for these three dudes. Because, you know, I mean, they're pretty iconic to the forest. And since this is based, again, assuming on his childhood forest, it does make sense. Also, the amount of scary bugs I've seen in here, I feel like Misty in Season 1. Oh boy. Next we have Pidgey and Caterpie, iconic from Route 1. And funny enough, they ended with a very special one. So let's go find it. So we made it to Squirtle. So they started, I guess, the lid route. I guess depending on where you start, you could start with Squirtle or start with Bulbasaur. But of course I came in the Bulbasaur route because that's my boy. But Squirtle's a pretty cool one to end it on. My phone did have a little issues down here, but I managed to get gifts from each of those Pokestops. So, but yeah, such a cool thing. Like, I'm glad that, you know, this is something that you can find here. So, yeah, I think that's where I'll end today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, but yeah, come check out Machida and the park. You can find it all on the Pokemon Lids page, and it'll give you the map, and you just kind of follow it. You could either start with Squirtle or Bulbasaur, and you could either use the map inside Pokemon Go, or just, you know, you could explore and random happen upon them. So anyway, until next time, guys, may your heart be your guiding key. Bye.